Hello, everybody. Yeah, now understand that. He wants to make a deal with me. You understand? I'm as crazy as it's talking on. Yeah. A little tan, you good? Huh? You're great.
Thank you for working hard. Yeah, I think
to set up a trilat, you know. So I think he wants to make a deal. I think he wants to make a deal for me. You understand? I'm as crazy as it sounds. Here, sit down. Sit down, everybody.
Okay.
We'll let the press come in for a minute.
Waiting for the up.
Please.
That better? Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
How's
How you
time?
doing? All right? Very good. You're fantastic.
Please be kind for me.
He's a tall guy. Good looking.
I never wanted near. I prefer Vladimir.
Well, we're building a big a ballroom. Beautiful. Right here. If you go, it would be right through that. Right through here.
Well, we saw the ballroom at Sunday. That was
It's going to be. I'll tell you about. It's going to be. It's going to be fantastic, actually. Do you guys want to take some questions or anything? Shall I? No.
about
Sid.
for
Hi, Mark.
See you. Reach the sea shape.
Yeah. Good.
It makes what's see this next day.
All the time.
But he loves it. He loves it. But he does it. He does it always. I never want to speak with my
Served now, even though she's a
We have to stop the killing.
And Russia continues.
President of Ukraine with us, powerful leaders from Europe.
I said, stupid president, I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go.
You voted
We gave
for
you
your
military equipment.
Best I have.
Good to see you. Yeah, likewise. Thank you.
President Zelensky, you look fabulous in that suit.
I said the same thing.
Looks good on
I
you.
said to the one that attacked you last time. See, now he's I remember that.
Why don't you wear a suit? Why don't you wear a suit? You're at the highest level in this country's office, and you refuse to wear a suit. Just want to see if you do you own a suit?
Yeah, problems.
A lot of Americans have problems with you not respecting the dignity of this office.
I apologize to you. You look wonderful. Zelensky,
In the same suit. You see, I changed you.
maybe yours is much better.
I want. Yeah. So we're thanking leaders who are around us. UK, thank you very much for your efforts. Personal efforts to stop killings and stop this war. Many thanks to your wife, First Lady of the United States. She sent a letter to Putin about our children, adopted children, and my wife, First Lady of Ukraine. She gave the letter. It's not to you, to your wife.
I want
Yeah. So we're saying this sensitive topic. Yeah.
As you met with Putin on Friday, today you've got President Zelensky here. As you listen to Russia and Ukraine, which side has the better cards?
Well, I don't want to say that. I'm just here to be. Look, this isn't my war. This is Joe Biden's war. He's the one that had a lot to do with this happening.
President Zelensky, are you prepared to keep sending Ukrainian troops to their deaths for another couple years, or are you going to agree to redraw the maps?
Thank you for your question. So first of all, we live under each day attacks. You know that today have been a lot of attacks and a lot of wounded people, and the child was dead, small one year and a half. We supported the idea of the United States, of personally of President Trump, to stop this war, to make a diplomatic way of finishing this war, and we are ready for trilateral, as President said. This is a good signal about trilateral. I think this is very good.
You all set? Thank you very much.
Sir, your message to the people of Ukraine as world leaders get.
Couple of big ones that
Do you think it's fair for Ukraine and for Russia to achieve a lasting and durable peace if Ukraine cedes its territories that Russia hasn't yet conquered? Do you think it's a fair peace for Ukraine?
We're going to have a lasting peace. Just to answer the first part of your question, we're going to have a lasting peace. I hope it's going to be immediately. I think people of the whole world is going to be very happy when that's announced.
Upon peace, God willing we get peace, are you open to holding an election in your country?
Yes, of course. We are open for elections, yes. We need a truth, yes, everywhere, in the battlefield, in the sky, in the sea, to make possible for people to do democratic, open, legal elections.
So you say during the war you can't have elections. So let me just say 3.5 years from now. So you mean if we happen to be in a war with somebody, no more elections? Oh, that's good. I wonder what the fake.
You like this idea?
No. Speaking of news, I got a question for you. This sounds insane for me even to ask this, but do you think the American media really doesn't even want a peace deal?
If in the settlement you got Moscow, St. Petersburg, and thousands of miles around them, they would say, I made a bad deal. Level of hatred and animosity is incredible. Not with all. They said, because of the fact that Vladimir Putin came to American soil, this was a tremendous defeat for Donald Trump. Now, if he didn't come, they'd say that was also bad for Trump. You know, there's no way. I just think that's very good things are going to come of it. And a very strong leader and very highly respected in Germany.
You just talked about security guarantees. Could that involve U.S. troops? Would you rule that out in the future?
We'll let you know that maybe later today. We're meeting with 7 great leaders of great countries also. There'll be a lot of help. When it comes to security, there's going to be a lot of help. They are first line of defense because they're there. They're Europe. But we're going to help them out also.
І мене підтримали всі європейські лідери, що ми готові до двостороннього.
So I'm really excited. And
Are you with us?
Es hat eine Unterbrechung gegeben. In der Zeit hat der amerikanische Präsident mit dem russischen Präsidenten telefoniert. Geben wird. Dieses Treffen soll an einem Ort stattfinden, der noch vereinbart. Ich will nicht verhehlen, dass ich nicht sicher war, dass es heute so verläuft. Aber meine Erwartungen sind eigentlich nicht nur getroffen, sondern übertroffen worden, was dieses Treffen heute betrifft. Den dritten Aspekt, den ich ansprechen möchte, der Ukraine, und darüber ist auch heute nicht gesprochen worden, dürfen keine Gebietsabtretungen aufgezwungen werden. Die russische Forderung, Kiew möge die freien Teile des Donbass aufgeben, entspricht nur, um es einmal von den Dimensionen deutlich zu machen, in der Dimension dem Vorschlag, als wenn die USA auf Florida verzichten.
There was a real sense of unity between the European leaders that were there and President Trump and President Zelensky. And that is a recognition of the principle that on some of these issues, whether it's territory or the exchange of prisoners, very serious issue of the return of the children, that is something where Ukraine must be at the table.
This was very much a day of Team Europe and Team US together supporting Ukraine. Security guarantees by Europe and coordinated with the United States for Ukraine, and we start that work on concrete things immediately.
Je savais que les États-Unis fassent le plus possible, parce que c'est ce qui nous permettra d'alléger le fardeau européen, et que les États-Unis apportent aussi leurs garanties, parce que c'était ça le vrai point d'interrogation.
I've ended 6 wars, and I thought this maybe would be the easiest one. And it's not the easiest one. It's a tough one. With all of the wars that I got involved in, we only have this one left. Of course, as I walk out the door, there'll probably be a new one starting, and I'll get that stopped too. But I believe a peace agreement at the end of all of this is something that's very attainable, and it can be done in the near future.